Welcome to Winged Paper Crafting. My name is Angel Fitch. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad you stopped by my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do our second set of cards for the May 2025 paper pumpkin kit called Mountain Majesties. And here were the 9 cards that you could have made as is. So there were 3 of each design, and there were 3 different colored envelopes. And so today we're going to use one of the envelopes on our card. Before we get there, though, let's talk about some upcoming things. So the order period for Paper Pumpkin for August is open now, and you can sign up between now and August 10th. Here's kind of a sneak peek at what's coming in August. It looks like we're going to get 2 stamp sets, so an extra free one in this shipment. Looks like there's a sentiment here that says, always here for you. Little flowers. There's this darling little teapot. And I don't know if these look like borders or some kind of, I'm not sure what these are. So a couple flowers, a heart. This looks like bubbles to me, but not really sure what that is till we get it. But I'm interested to see. And then so this is August kit. The September kit is going to be very fall. So it's called Fall for Toil. And it looks like we've got the flaps of the envelopes are decorated. Maybe the insides might be too. It'll be interesting to see when we get those. And it looks like there's some acorn stamps and a little fox. And this is going to coordinate with a suite that's coming out in the September to December mini catalog. A couple of die sets. Cute tree, a little deer family, and this darling fall paper. I love fall colors, so I'm really looking forward to this one. So if you're interested in becoming part of my Paper Pumpkin team, there'll be information in the description below. If you have any questions, just shoot me a comment or an email, and I'll be glad to help you get signed up. I'd love for you to join our little community here. So let's get started on our cards for today. So the first one we're going to do is this one. So here's the stamp set that came in this month's kit. There's some birds. Happy birthday, you mean the world to me. I love you, best dad ever, you're the greatest, happy Father's Day. And then this says to a wonderful man. So these were very male oriented, since this was the kit that came out right before Father's Day. So, which is okay, because I have 3 boys. I have a lot of males in my family here. So we're going to start with the card base here. This is white, basic white. It is 11 by 4, scored at 5.5. So this card's going to open this way. I have a piece for the inside that is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to stamp on that. I have a piece of basic gray here that I ran through the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. So I love this folder. Just makes it look, like a corrugated piece. So this has got a lot of dimension on it now. So we're going to put that down on here. So let's go ahead and get this put down with some seal. Open this up so I can make sure I get this centered top to bottom, left to right. Okay, looks good. Now, this piece, this is part of one of the card bases that I trimmed off of it. So it was half of the card base, and I've cut it down. And I trimmed around the mountaintop there. And then I've attached this to just a piece of white. So the white measures 4 3/4 by 3. And so you could just cut this seam down and however much you want to put on there. And then I've got a piece of black that's 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. And we're going to put this right here in the middle of this. So let's go ahead and attach that. So we'll get this. Now it goes from the edge left to right, so I really just have to center it top to bottom. And then Oops. Okay, so let's scoot that over. There we go. All right. Now this we're going to put here in the middle of our card. And it's going to go right about there. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put this down flat as well. We've already got some dimension with our corrugation, so I don't really want to pop this up. So we will just kind of put it right there. Now I kind of put it a little farther to the top than I did to the bottom because we're going to put another piece down here at the bottom. So this is what we're going to stamp on. This piece is 3/4 by 3 3/4. And we're going to stamp on the front of this. I don't think that'll fit there. Let's see, what were we going to stamp here? I had something picked out. I don't know. Will the happy birthday fit? Not sure it'll fit on here. I don't think that it will. Okay, so we'll use that on the next card, which is what I thought I had in mind. So let's find something for this card. We need something that's not very wide because this is only, 3/4 of a, oh, you know what, we could use, what's that what we have in stamps from last paper pumpkin? I have those laying right here. Nope, those are 2 ago. Where's the ones that we had last time? Here they are. Let's see if we have anything on here that we think might fit. Let's just do, I wonder if, we had some that we didn't even use last month. On your, I don't know. Don't like those either. Hang on, we'll find something. Give me a second, I have plenty. Let's do, here's a nice little congratulations in this perfectly pair set. This is a new set that is available now. So let's just take our stamps out here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Didn't want to pull the whole thing out. Okay. So let's use the congratulations. It is in here somewhere. Oh, I think it's right here. Yeah. Okay. So let's use the congratulations. And we're going to do this in Memento Black. And then, so if we do congratulations on the outside, then we're going to do, what can we do on the inside? Something. No, I should have been more prepared, and I kind of thought I was, but obviously I forgot to pick out something for, oh, I know what we can use. Let's use, so this is a Gone Fishing set. This is retired, but we can use this Happy Retirement. So, let's just get it out here. Oh my goodness. I think, yep, it's right here, because we used this the other day. Alright, so let me get a block. We'll put our Happy Retirement on a block. And then I'll get a block for our congratulations. Okay, so we haven't used this congratulations one, so I'm going to season it up and do a practice run so we know that it's stamping properly before we try to put it on the card. And remember, the Memento ink is not near as juicy as the regular ink pads. Okay, looks pretty good. So let's put that on here. And we're going to just center it right up. Right in the middle. Okay, congratulations. So we're going to put that down here at the bottom. And we're going to put our happy retirement then here. We have used this one before, so we don't have to season this one. Let's try to get as centered as possible. Perfect. Happy retirement. Okay, I'm going to close the ink pad back up. Don't stick my finger in it. And let's go ahead and get our inside put on. And I have a feeling that was the end of our seal. See, it is. I have one on order. It should be here soon. In the meantime, we're going to just use something else here that I have on my desk while we wait for our Stampin' Up! Delivery. Okay, so get that there, and we'll put our congratulations on. And again, I'm not popping any of this up because of the corrugated. And there we go. Okay, now, I do have some gems picked out to put on the top of it. Well, at least I thought I did. I just do not understand how things can disappear. Like something I had 2 seconds ago now is gone. What do we want? I was going to do some so for that one. Oh my goodness. Alright, let me just find something here that we can put on it. Well, okay, here. Let's use these. Tinsel Gems 4-pack. So there were 4 different colors in this, but this blue will go. So let's just use these. Since I can't find what I originally picked out. We'll put one here. And this one that doesn't want to behave. Down here. And we'll put another one. Come on. Oh my goodness. I'm having a time. Put it right. Where should we put it? Maybe down here. Okay. There we go. So, cute congratulations card. Happy retirement card. Alright, so we'll put this one to the side. Now, the next one we're going to do, you know, when you look at this kit, you know, it screams masculinity, but the envelopes, one of the sets of envelopes in the card were very pink to me, because I think they are petal pink in color. So here's an envelope, and this, to me, just screams feminine. So we're going to make a girl card out of this. So I took a piece of petal pink, so 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We've got a piece for the inside that's 4 by 5 1/4. And this is part of the envelope. So I cut the envelope apart, and then I cut out a piece that we can put right here. So we'll go ahead and get that down. And we're just going to put that on here. Okay, so there's that. Now, on this one, I've got some flowers that I cut out of this the die set, the Hugs of Bloom die set that I got. So the flowers or the leaves and this flower. So I cut a couple of leaves and a flower, if I can find them. Oh, here they are. So I've got 2 sets of leaves, and I know I cut a flower. Here's my flower, okay? And I also took this Beautiful Butterflies set, and I stamped this butterfly right here in Calypso Coral, and then I fussy cut these out. And so we're going to use these butterflies on our card as well. So let's see here. I'm going to stamp in Calypso Coral. So I want to do Not that one. That's the retirement one we just used. So let me put that to the side. So I've got Happy Birthday. So this is the Happy Birthday that was in the stamp set. The one that I really like, the script on the birthday. So we're going to use this. And we are going to put it right on the card, right up there. So we're going to do this in Calypso Coral. I'm going to move all of our goodies over to the side there. So we'll ink this up. And I'm just going to put it, I straighten this up, like right here. Oops. There we go. Happy birthday. Okay. Then on the inside, we're going to put this stamp, Time to Celebrate. This came out of this beautiful butterfly set. So we're going to do this one on the inside. Okay, so we're going to get this straight. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's get the ink put away. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this on the inside before we build our outside. So we'll get this centered up. Okay, there's that. Alright, so back to the outside. Now, we're going to put our flower, and these are cut, this is cut from Calypso Coral as well. And I'm going to pop it up. So let's get us a dimensional there. And I think I want it like right about here. And then we're going to put our leaves in here. And then a butterfly or two. So let's get some liquid glue to put our leaves down with. Just need a little. I always start the first squirt too much. Always. No matter how hard I try not to. So let's get that one down. And then we'll get this one down. Okay. So we'll kind of put this one up here. Wipe off, whoops, shoot. Trying to wipe off the excess glue. Stick to the paper and not my fingers. Well, now we've covered up our birthday. That's not what we want to do. There we go. Move it over just a tad bit. Okay, so there's that. Now, we're going to pop up a butterfly or two here. So I'm going to get some dimensionals for this. And we'll take the backs off of this one. And let's see, where should we put our butterfly? Maybe like right here. I don't know, do we need two or just one? Maybe we'll just do one on the outside. I think actually though I'm going to put one on the inside down here. So we'll put it flat. We won't pop it up. Okay. Alright, not sure what stuck to that. Just going to put a little bit of glue on this. And we're just going to put this one right down here in the corner. And there. So cute. Now, I've got gems to put on the front of this one. What are we going to use for this one? Let's see. We need something that's kind of Calypso Coral colored. Let's see what I can find here. How about, let's use these. These are actually the in color dots for this year. So the flat pearls for the in colors for 2025 to 2027. So this is Timid Tiger. But it goes perfectly with this, so let's just use these. So we'll do one up here. This has 3 sizes. I like the ones that have small, medium, and large. Because sometimes you just don't want all the same size. Alright, I can't get... There we go. Let's see. How about here? And then maybe a tiny one down here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so there's that one. What did I do with the card we just did a second ago? Oh my goodness, things just disappear on me. You wouldn't think. Here we are. I found it. Okay. So there's the 2 for today. We've got our retirement card and a birthday card. So for a kit that was all masculine, I was very interested to be able to make a feminine card out of it. So that's what I have for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell so you get notification every time I upload a video. And if you have any questions about Paper Pumpkin, just let me know down in the comments. And I will see you all soon with our next ones. Have a crafty day. Bye.